Hang on.
Welcome! She knew that was coming. Welcome to Eligible Monsters Final Fantasy themed podcast. It's currently unnamed, so I have nothing else to call it. You have a lot of ideas you want to put out there, right?
I had Mockcast.
I think that's already taken.
No, the eligible.
We're just going to put Eligible Monster Presents in front of it.
Eligible Mockcast.
We'll call it Eligible Monster Presents an official Final Fantasy podcast. That'll not be confusing at all.
Right. Yes, let's go with that. I like it.
Anyway, guys, for those of you maybe watching us for the first time, you don't know who we are. Natalie and I have been playing the Final Fantasy series since before we even knew each other. That was over like 12 years ago at this point. We've been playing every Final Fantasy MMO since 11 onward. We've played the mobile games. We've played the spin-offs. We've played the whole thing. And we run multiple channels from her own personal Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ZodiacalCandy. And I run Comic Storian, the largest comic book themed YouTube channel out there. And we run together a fun little channel called Eligible Monster, which is this Twitch channel and our YouTube channel where we just have a lot of gaming discussions and we play games and stuff like that. And we were talking about it and we're like, hey, we need something that is specifically for the two of us.
Yes.
And why not make it Final Fantasy, since that's something we both love and adore. And
that is what we made us meet.
I've got like a tattoo in each arm about Final Fantasy, so yeah.
Oh, really, Ben? You want to talk?
Oh, I know, you too.
You want to? I mean, you beat me, obviously, but
that flex though. That's what the chat is saying. This is filmed live on Monday at twitch.tv/Eligible Monster. It doesn't have a preset time, but it's around between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. It's kind of at the end of all of our other podcasts, so that we can switch the game over to Final Fantasy 14 and it not intertwine with all of our comic stuff and things like that. So you can find it right over there. Beyond that, it's going to our YouTube. We're not quite sure where else it's going to go. Once we finalize our format, we have a general idea of the name of the show.
Yeah.
It'll be going up on iTunes and Spotify and all those other podcast sources. But as of right now, Twitch and YouTube only until we figure it out. Today we were going to talk about our predictions for the live letter that are coming up. We're then going to talk about where we are in the game right now and what we're working on, because we're currently in a content drought. Which is kind of, it's very dry, but you can find things to do, trust me.
Oh, absolutely, always, yeah.
And we're currently dealing with, and then we're going to continue our story that we started at our last attempt at doing this, where we talked about how we met in Final Fantasy XI.
Yeah.
Today we're going to tell the story about our first year of trying to be married and play Final Fantasy XI.
On the
together.
same couch?
No, it was two different couches. We each had our own couch.
At first, it was one couch, though.
It was one couch initially.
Moved to,
then I had the genius idea of let's buy a second couch instead of like a set. I don't know why.
Yeah.
we'll talk about that in a minute, though.
Yes.
So, the eligible Moogle podcast. I like that one from our chat.
Moogle podcast.
Eligible Moogle podcast.
Yeah. Just replaces.
And we get our intro theme could be the game in Final Fantasy VII where you're trying to make the Moogle get married.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
And you gotta give him the Koopa nuts.
That's adorable.
All right, so anyway, live letter this Friday.
Yes.
What do you think's gonna come out of that? Because right now we've got Blue Mage floating around. We've got Eureka being talked about. We got 4.5.
Some more info about Blue Mage, obviously.
I think
Although we've got a lot out of it still. I mean, already from the Fan Festival. So I don't know.
Yeah, no, we do. We have a lot. What do you think we're gonna get from Blue Mage then? What do you think they're gonna announce?
Maybe more. I don't think people care about the move reveals, right? I mean, at this point,
I could see that being interesting.
Really?
Them going over some of the more prominent ones in the Blue Mage's history.
Like the harder ones to get, maybe. I know we have Shiva. That's
right. And the trailer showed us bad breath.
Yeah.
They've already mentioned level 5 death, but I don't think we saw that in the trailer.
No,
it was mentioned at FanFest.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe something related to that. I mean, besides that though, probably more info about the storyline.
Yeah, well, this is going to be the big bridge storyline, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's prepping
4.5.
for the expansion. Yeah.
I'm sorry, you said?
It's prepping for the expansion. Yeah.
Yeah. So this will be the big bridge gap kind of a situation.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, what else do you think we're going to get for? Because Eureka is going to be the second part of 4.5.
I thought it was the end. Eureka is going to be the end. Like that's it. After this is done.
The current rumors are, and the current people thinking is that early January we're going to get 4.5. Then 4.52 or whatever they're going to call it will come out in March timeframe, and that will be our Eureka patch.
Right.
Because that's pretty much going to be our DM patch. For those of you guys who don't know, when Heaven's Sword was coming to its conclusion, they came out with our Didium patch, and it was random gear, which was
That
high
was such a
item
good
level.
concept too, and nobody ended up doing it. And then Eureka came out, and everyone moved from that to Eureka.
Well, no, Didium kind
feel
of was
like-
shot in the foot the second week it was out. It was just,
It was fun though.
I had fun with it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people gave it a lot of crap. The problem with Didium, there was no overall reason to do it. That was the big problem. It didn't
Well,
give
there
you any
was-
spectacular gear.
It was a mount.
They made the challenge of getting
And
to
the
the
gear
big
as
thing.
well, yeah.
And the mount.
Yeah.
So pretty much after the first week or two, we all got the mount.
Yes.
Called it quits into Didium.
That's unfortunate, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just not much to do to it. Yeah, you're right. And then they just added Eureka, and Eureka had a lot more to do in it, so everyone just switched over.
Yeah, I don't know. It was interesting.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to get much on the 4.25 or whatever they're going to call this one, 4.5.2. I don't know.
Something, yeah, probably.
Whatever.
Something
I don't
along
think we're
those
going to get much
lines.
on Eureka.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get a lot of news. Is this the patch that the 24-man comes out? I think this is the patch for that. I think it'll be Story, the 24-man, and the Blue Mage.
That is the only thing I'm not tracking because I'm not looking forward to it. That's the only.
Oh.
It's the only.
The 24-mans never get interesting in that game.
No,
The
simply
plot-wise,
because
I'm on board. Gameplay-wise, I never enjoy those.
no, and the fact that you've got to depend on other people as well. So if you've got your full party ready to go, you're fine. And if you can actually run with all your friends, I mean that's like best case scenario. If you can just get the full alliance that you know and trust, then it's fun. But then there's always going to be that one party, and then it just holds the raid back, which is not fun. in my
Always
opinion.
B.
It's always no. It's always you. You pull with your freaking carbuncle,
Okay.
man. He's carbuncle.
Every week when we were raiding,
Just
we would...
to troll the tanks. Why?
So every week, when the last 24-man came out, the Lighthouse, I think, was the last one.
Yes. Oh my god.
We would run it with our raid
no,
group.
Rabinaster.
Rabinasa was the first one. I thought the Lighthouse was the second one. I think the Lighthouse is the second one. Whatever the second one is, we would
You
run
were
it with
trolling that one?
Huh?
You were trolling that one? The
I was
hardest
trolling them
one?
all. So what we were doing is our raid group would go into the 24-mans to ensure we got the gear we needed if
Yes,
it drops. We didn't have to
yes.
compete. We didn't have to worry about people being good or bad at their jobs. We did it once a week. But it was funny because our tank never wanted to tank it.
That's
he
true.
never wanted to be
oh
the
my
main
god,
tank.
terrible idea, by the way.
He never wanted to do it.
That's all he can play.
So,
I mean, I'm just, it's fine.
so I was a summoner in these things, and we would go into the fights, and you always get the people that are trying to be helpful, but like overly so, and everyone knows what I'm talking about. You get the person,
Oh, yeah.
it's a 24-man, no one pays the full
They're
attention.
just trying to work for that commendation. They're just trying to work
So
it.
this is what's, they're trying to work for the accommodation. And normally I just ignore the 24-man. We're BSing on Discord and doing it ever.
Yeah.
But this started a trend. There was this one we went into, and this person,
She was probably from Balmung, just
Oh my
throwing it
God.
out there. Just throwing it out there, just, you know.
It was a role player who wanted to explain the fights. But it wasn't just like, here guys, here's how it goes. She would run up to the fights and go, no one move. Yes, yes? What we're going to do is we're going to explain the fight. Yes, yes? Okay, I'm going to go through each of the tiers and explain exactly how the fight is going to go. Yes, yes? Literally saying yes, yes at the end of every phrase.
So then Ben proceeded to just move forward, and by like, what is it, like the third, fourth boss, he was like, all right, I'm done with this explanation. I'm done.
Yeah.
It takes 15 minutes. I pull with Carbuncle now. Yes, yes. And you see
So
Carbuncle.
what I would do is, I would walk up to where the tank is. It was the first fight I did that. The first fight, she just did her thing. Second fight, she did it again. She's like,
Yes.
everyone stop.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going to explain the fight.
Well, like you're amazing. You're an amazing player for doing that. But no one wants to sit there for 15 minutes
Exactly.
and just read the entire chat. Just give like just dodge this, move when he does that. That's it. That's
And
it.
9 times out of 10, players, as far as I know, don't even read that stuff
No,
on the
they
24 man.
don't.
They just go in, wait until they get hit by something, and
probably
then dodge
just-
it next time.
Chances are, like 50% of these people were probably watching Netflix at the same time. They were like, oh, they're not pulling. I guess I'm just
It
staying
wasn't
here.
even the first week either. It was like
No,
third
yeah,
or
it was-
fourth week
yeah,
in.
it
Like it
was,
was long
yeah.
enough that most people would have run it, but there was a few people that needed the explanation. Anyway, we go to the second boss.
Yes.
She goes, I'm going to explain again. Yes, yes. And I responded with, Carby, no! And I send Carby in. And Carby runs very, very,
Very slow.
slowly.
It was slow motion. And in everyone's mind, it was slow motion. It was like, is Ben doing what I think he's doing right now?
All of our 2 tank guys, because we had one of them on tank, the other one's on samurai, but they're both like, Ben, you know Carby's running out there.
Because everyone's like backed up against the wall. The arena is pretty wide, right? So you've got the boss right here in the middle, and we're right here, and you see Ben's carbuncle
just doing its bounding.
And we're like, Ben, do you realize the carbuncle's? Oh yeah, I know. Oh, okay. I guess we're
and
going.
I'm typing up, Carby, no.
Carby, no. What are you doing?
So it goes in, it pulls, we fight the boss, it drops, no problem, and that person's like, Can you not do that again? Yes, yes. And I'm like, hey man, Carby does what Carby wants to do. I have no say in what Carby does. So the third boss rolls around. And she goes, we're gonna start doing this fight. Yes, yes. Here's the explanation. Yes, yes. And I'm like, Carby, no. And I said Carby out. So Carby's slowly bouncing. That tank then turns around and starts to chase after Carby. Like, I'm going to go first.
I think they were trying to sprint at one point too to catch up to Carby. You all right, Ben?
We get to the end of that. I did it to every boss.
Yeah.
And we get to the last boss. It's that giant, beastly, like four-legged monster that has like polarities and all kinds of weird stuff. And we get over there, and something had happened. I think I had died. And so I had died. I wasn't with the group. I had to start all the way back, and I'm running back.
Yes.
And she starts explaining.
Oh, it was the last boss.
It was the last boss.
You died at like the second to last boss, so you had to run all the way back.
Right, but instead of even using the portal, I ran it. And because I was on Discord, and I'm like, the moment I get there, I'm sending Carby out.
I was like, Ben, don't do it. She's explaining right now. Don't do it.
I'm going to give her until I get there to explain. No. I'm going to run this whole map.
And I was like, please, just wrap it up. He's coming. Just wrap it up. Just finish it up.
And she's typing.
Spoiler, guys, she did not.
And she's still explaining. I've run the whole lighthouse. Yeah. And I get there, and I show up. I'm here. Carby, no. Carby goes running out. Starts the fight.
Oh, my God.
So this became a running gag with me. And every 24-man we did, we would go in. And anytime I was with friends, it'd be, Carby, no. And I just sent Carby out.
But then you switched to Bard.
So the end of me doing this was Bard. Yes. I switched to Bard. I'm trying to learn Bard. We go into the 24-man.
Because you were like, hey, guys, help me out. I'm like, all right, as long as you're not summoner, that's fine. I'll help you. That's cool, because I'm a healer, so it's terrible for me. I've got a terrible time going on like these alliance raids because, oh my God. No, I would not recommend it. If you want to hit yourself, then go as a healer for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
But, obviously it's Ben. I'm going to be like, all right, I'll help you.
Yeah, I'm going to go on any Bard.
That's all right, I'll help you.
Don't worry, I'm not going to troll because I don't have Carby.
Most terrible mistake I've made.
We go to the first boss, and I go, Arrow, no! Boink! They don't bring me to 24-mans anymore.
No. So when you're telling me that they're about to drop a new alliance raid, I'm like, no, please don't. Please. Please keep that for later, please.
Yeah, so, 24-man. That's definitely going to be coming out, and I think I'm going to revive my summoner.
Sure. Yeah, do that. It's better. I mean, it's a little bit more, it's funnier that way. If you just...
Because Carby makes more sense to get that slow build.
Absolutely.
Arrow, no, doesn't work as well.
No. Just made it work,
But yeah, I think that's all that's going to come out with that. We're going to get a lot of explanation behind it.
Yeah.
Is there any casual content coming out? Like glamour stuff?
Probably, they like to show off the new gear that you get also from new dungeons and stuff, so they probably will show that as well.
As much as I love the new dungeons, normally after the first 2 weeks, I'm so burned out on them.
I understand that, but I am so excited to finally have some cool looking gear that is not based around samurai.
No,
because all the classes looked like samurai.
As much as I love anime and I loved Final Fantasy and I love
cool
Japanese culture,
exactly.
I don't like the samurai Mid-Eastern, not Mid-Eastern, Far Eastern kind of appearance that we've gone for.
Yeah.
When I played WoW, Mists of Pandaria is the one expansion other than Battle for Azeroth that I never touched.
Yeah.
I had no interest in it. And that's kind of how I felt for most of Stormblood because it's always looked like that. I always end up glamoring old outfits or the cash shop outfits back on.
Now, I know that they do have glamour, so that kind of saves us on some aspects, but I'd like to also just equip the gear and not have to worry about always having to, to glamour on top of it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about just finally getting some gear that looks like your actual, like your job,
Well, I think it's going to tie into where the story's going. Because
Yeah.
we're going into Shadowbringers.
Yes.
It is Shadowbringers, right? I know it's Shadow. Okay.
Shadowbringers, yeah.
Which is the whole evil themed, Dark Knight themed, which I'm so excited about. We're going back to like a dark, evil kind of vibe. I love Heaven's Sword for that.
I mean, yeah, and you know us. We're pretty emo. So.
Yeah, totally emo. I mean, look at my hair. And look at her eyes.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, yeah, no. So I'm excited. The armor looks like just like they did at the end, where we kind of got that Far Eastern kind of themed stuff at the end of Heaven's Sword. I
Yeah.
feel like we're doing that now. Oh, now we're going back to because in all honesty, if you look at the Eureka armor,
Yes.
it's very dark. It's very dark themed. It's not Far Eastern at all. It's why I like it a lot.
It looks like a machinist armor, kind of.
The armor for Eureka? I don't
Yeah.
think you've seen it. The
No, I'm pretty
Pyrus
sure.
armor?
Yeah, because I've got
'Cause we're gonna
so,
talk about
so
your
much of
Eureka
this.
experience in a
Well,
minute.
not really a machinist, but more like on par with what the armor from Final Fantasy XII looked like. You know?
No, because that's all in the 24 man, the Ivalice armor.
No, I know. Yeah, Ivalice. Yeah, I know. But I mean,
It's hard to find images of
like
this armor.
those short vests. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like
Like, here you go.
engineer kind of look.
I'll
you
give
know
this
what I'm
image
saying?
to Dylan. He can hit me up because he's watching this.
I can't see
That's the
anything.
tank armor.
From what?
That's Eureka. So it's very dark, very very fantasy oriented.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one actually.
That's what I mean. No one really is wearing it other than people in Eureka. I'll see it in Eureka all
Yeah.
the time.
Okay.
But I don't see it anywhere else really. Eureka, the Eureka mentality is weird in Pyros because at this point,
It's people that just hate themselves for being there.
Well, it's
and
funny.
And just take it out on everyone else around them. They're like, why the hell am I just waiting here for nothing? Like,
What
this
I
is
find-
boring. Like, what are you doing here then? Just do
oh no, I
something
hate that
else,
argument. But
right?
it's funny because Animos is like that. Everyone's like, I hate this. It's grindy. I don't want to do this. And then my Pagos, it feels like
God.
it was because Eminos we all did it and we got through it and it's fine. And then we
Yeah.
go into Pagos. Pagos has like nothing to do, but you're waiting and spawning monsters.
Right,
That's all
right.
you're doing. And it's almost like the Pagos just finally weeded out everyone who had any issue with this.
Yeah.
So by the time you get to Pyros, it's nothing but people who hate themselves. And me running around going, Bunny!
That's what I mean, like, because you know, I mean, at least for me anyway, when I play an MMO, I want to work for my stuff, right?
And but since
So
Pyros is
Eureka-
separate from
yeah,
Eminos,
yeah.
you only get the people who have pushed this far. So
That's what-
like
yeah, that's what
they
I
just
mean.
know what we're in for.
If
now.
you already push through it, then obviously you know that the grind that you have to go through to get to where you are now. So technically, you've pushed through it already. So
Yeah.
why are you complaining still?
Well, they don't really complain in Pyros, is what I'm saying. You
They're
don't even
not?
see that much in Pagos.
You just said
other-
they hate themselves.
No, what I'm saying is like because you've been doing the grinding, you just hate yourself at that point because you've been grinding all the way
Oh,
to
okay,
elemental
okay.
level
That's
50.
what you mean. Okay, because
Yeah.
I was about to say like those people.
Oh no, they're all super friendly in Pyros.
Okay,
Same thing in
that's
Pagos. Pagos is what because you get people that are.
It's only. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but so it's only Eureka that's got those people that are like, what am I doing here? This is.
Only in Animus, the very first one,
Animus.
because they don't know what they're doing. And then you'll see a few in
Animus,
Pagos.
yes.
You'll see a few in Pagos. They're normally level 20 to 25, where if they don't like it, they just quit at that point. But when they push through Pagos and go to Pyros, just everyone's super friendly. Everyone's trying to help each other out. We're all like, oh, let's go do this.
That's good. That's good. At least, yeah, that's good. That means, yeah. So, like you said, it really weeds out the people
It
that just
does,
don't want
yeah.
to be there. Yeah.
I think it's part of the reason I like Eureka. It's a totally different atmosphere to get
Yeah,
in there.
yeah,
Anyway,
absolutely.
but back to the live letter. Do you think we're going to get anything? So I don't think I heard about any more casual content coming out, any more glamours or any stuff like that. I think you're right. We'll get the dungeon armor reveal.
There's
Because this
plenty
is
of
the
that-
big part of the
there's
patch.
Plenty of that coming to the actual expansion.
Yeah, well,
Like
we're-
for crafters and for.
Oh, I'm excited for crafters.
I know. But yeah, they've already announced a couple of things, like a couple of big things for more casual content for the expansion itself. So I feel like they're just going to focus on what's coming to bridge that gap between now and the expansion. That's it.
I think we're going to get the dungeons, the story, the 24-man.
Yep.
And we're going to get
God, I hope not.
a trial.
Yes.
They'll bring a trial out. They always
Yes.
do.
Yes.
Who do you think is left in the trial? The four lords. Because we had Suzaku. We had
Bayako.
Bayako. We haven't done a true
Gambu
Gambu.
was kind of, well, it was part of the dungeon, I guess.
Who's
but-
the villain that they're fighting against in that storyline? Tenzin was fighting against the four lords are fighting against this big baddie.
I want to see more of Tenzin, man. I
don't think we will.
It sucks, though.
I think
'cause
Tenzin's just a shout out to 11, and that's the end of that.
I know. And so is, Suzaku.
Suzaku. No, we got Suzaku.
No,
this time.
yes, sorry. No, not Suzaku.
She's the hot girl.
I know.
Bird girl works.
Okay, hang on. Wait, the Sky Gods from 11. There's Gambu, there's Bayako, there's Suzaku. And the bird thing. No, yeah.
That's Suzaku.
No, the other one. The black and white guy.
Black and white guy? I don't know
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
No, oh
Siriu.
my god.
Yeah, Siriu.
Siriu. Yes, that's it.
You're gonna get that? Yeah, I guess we could.
Siriu.
But Enrique's supposed to wrap up the plot, so isn't there gonna? Oh, they'll probably do the plot will probably wrap up as the dungeon. We'll get Siriu as the trial,
Probably.
and I can see them using the final boss as the dungeon, like they did with the Four Lords the first time for the Genbu fight. I can see that.
Yeah.
Well, the
I can
Genbu
see
fight's
that.
in the dungeon.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh
man
my god.
Genbu.
Oh my god. I was so excited because they have the model for Genbu also
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah. We ride him around with the
Yeah.
jetpacks coming out of his legs.
Yes. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes for sure.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm excited about it. I'm actually really excited about whatever comes out in Eureka, so I'm hoping we hear a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Someone told me yesterday, I thought Eureka was going to go super easy for the last one. Apparently,
No, they said the complete opposite.
that's apparently, I don't know where I heard
Which is
that,
what I'm
because I was
excited
told
about.
yesterday it's supposed
Yeah.
to be on the tier of Savage.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm excited for challenging Eureka until I go in there for an hour and go, this is bullshit!
Nah, I think you'll still push through just because I feel like you're that kind of player. It's just wanna if it's something that you just get only for Eureka, and I don't see them nerfing it anytime soon because it's not like real main game content. It's just extra content. I feel like whatever's in Eureka, as long as the player base doesn't bitch about it,
Yeah.
I don't see them nerfing it. And if that's the case, I am on board with that.
We'll see,
I'm on
because
board with
Pyros
that.
didn't get that much flack as far as I can see.
Yep.
Pagos got flack.
I don't know, man. Everyone's just apparently it was just.
You didn't even know Pyros came out. Was it
No,
you
I know
or
it
Sean?
because I kind of just stopped following Eureka as a whole until they said that they were going to release this patch, which is going to make it a lot harder and more challenging in the first place. But like every time you go to Eureka, all you hear about is just people bitching and moaning about it.
That's because the people
got
who
a
are
good-
doing the
a good
Pyros you don't
atmosphere,
talk
yeah.
about anymore.
I
So let's
know.
move on to the next part of our conversation.
Yeah.
What have you been doing at 14? What characters do you have before we talk about our first year of being
Characters
married?
do you have? I just have one.
Well, you know what I mean. Like, what do
Oh,
play?
you mean classes, right?
Because the first
Jobs.
episode we cut out all of that
Yes.
to just have the discussion of us meeting.
That's true.
So
so-
right now I'm doing Eureka a lot.
Yes.
And we're doing Heaven and High a lot.
Yes.
And we have a clip from yesterday of
It's probably going to be playing on the screen if Dylan does it right.
if Dylan does it right. Let me explain real quick.
Yes.
We got to 69 and we were just going to 70 yesterday.
On a complete junk run too, like non-meta, nothing at all. It was just two monks.
There's
double
two monks, healer and warrior.
Warrior.
And we used all of our, what are they called? The things in there.
Yes,
Whatever they're called.
those.
The abilities they give you inside of there
Yes.
to get to that floor. We wiped the floor out. And I literally state to the group, as long as nobody steps on a trap, we can't fail. So let's just go to the exit.
And yeah, let's just play the montage
Play the clip.
for the
Well, I
play
had
the clip.
because the clip doesn't have right there, so they can. Mopey can link you the clip in the chat here for the people watching us live.
Yes.
But yeah, the clip will play now because I said that, and then this clip starts.
Yep. What did you just say, Ben? What did you
Son
just
of a
say?
bitch.
Two! No, guys, why? No, please, do something. Please.
What the fuck is happening? What was that?
So that happened. Yeah.
We've been doing that. I've been working on chocobo racing again.
Mm-hmm.
I always get really heavy into chocobo racing, breeding them, doing all kinds of stuff, and then I get bored.
You went kind of crazy on the Gold Saucer for a while.
I still do occasionally.
And then you just go back
My
periodically.
biggest complaint about Gold Saucer is I love Triple Triad, but they never seem to really give you a reason to keep doing it. There's no overall championship other than like the server-based one.
Yes.
I almost feel like I'd love to see, because they do like the post-Moogle thing, we got the Hildebrand, I'd love to see like a battle card like Yu-Gi-Oh style, Triple Triad storyline.
Storyline now.
Could you imagine that? Just going around,
I mean,
I would change my character's name to Yugi, and I would... I would just start running around yelling, "You activated my trap card!"
you've thought about this. You've thought about this for a while.
I have,
can
because I
tell.
want it so badly.
I can tell, yeah. I mean, maybe, that's possible. That's entirely possible. I mean, they put Miku in the game just now. So.
Yeah. Well, the Miku gameplay's in there.
Yeah, the Miku
So
gameplay,
yeah,
yes.
I showed you that this morning. What do you think about the Starlight celebration that just came out?
I think it's great. I think it's great that they just keep implementing those fun little mini games, especially like the last Valentine's Day that we did last year, which was like the whole like don't break the chain. That was probably the best event. So seeing them just add more to the, like, you know, as far as minigame goes.
Yeah.
I feel like they're going the right way with this. I love it. It's just I never get tired of seeing what they're gonna do next for the events, you know?
I do like the trend that they started, where if the event's popular,
Yes.
it gets put into the gold saucer. Like, I liked that jumping puzzle thing for the first couple of days, and then I got annoyed by it. But
I'd
I'd love to see the
it's
Mika
genius
thing go
as
in there
well.
with like multiple tracks and
Yes.
things like that. It'd be a lot of fun.
Absolutely, yeah. More than just one track, and oh my god, it's so hilarious when you fail. He showed me that this morning. When you purposely fail, everyone's just going out of tune completely. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Dan will get a
Yes.
kick out of it after
It's
this.
so hilarious. Ugh.
So, I mean, I've switched my main over to Bard. I've been gearing that up. What have you been doing in the game outside of our Heaven and High runs and getting into Pago so you can catch up to me?
I've been just maining Scholar. That's pretty much it. I've tried everything else. Everything else. I have pretty much everything besides Red Mage, and what else? Black Mage leveled up at this point. White Mage.
Yeah.
Yeah. The rest is pretty much capped. I only play like two jobs though. I go between Samurai and Scholar. I've been waiting for Blue though. I can't wait for that. That will definitely become my second. Or I mean, I don't think it'll become my main because, you know, we work together. So I don't think, I mean, depending on, you know, Blue being useful or not, I could see myself possibly maining it. I doubt it.
Well,
so
you
I will
can't
always
main
go.
it, yeah.
I will always go back to Scholar. Yeah.
I can see you maining it when we're like, hey, we're goofing around.
Yeah.
Pop on that.
So yeah, I've been basically maining Scholar. Yeah, that's the class that just appeals to me the most, I suppose.
I can see that. All right. You want to move over to our first year of marriage at this point?
Yeah, let's do it.
Because we're talking about our ideas for the live letter, what we're enjoying. I've mentioned quite a bit about Pagos and Pyros and Heaven and High. Crafting.
All of these are fun. All of these are incredible implementations, I feel, of the game, for sure.
I mean, other than that, I go fishing. Whenever
Yeah.
I go fishing, I let everyone know that I've given up my life as a bard and now I'm a permanent fisher.
Oh, so you RP.
I RP, yeah. I go there and I just sit there.
We're on a
and I
wrong
get a piece
server
of
for
straw. I
that.
don't even know where I get the straw from. I get a piece of straw, put it in my mouth, and I'm like, yep. Wait, I'm a dragon girl. Yep. Here to fish.
You are, we're on Cactuar, not Balmung.
If you play Final Fantasy, you get that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
All right. So,
Good for you, though, Ben. Good for you.
I try.
Yeah. So the first year of
The first
marriage.
year.
Yes.
So when we last left off
Yes.
in our story about us, we had met each other in Final Fantasy XI. She had moved. We decided that we would.
By the way, I just want to point that out. The transition between doing nothing but just talking to you and your character online, switching from that to having you next to me playing the game and seeing you move your character was the weirdest thing ever.
Was it?
Yes.
So we got married. She moved to America. We had about 6 to 7 months. I got home from Iraq.
Yes.
I hit her up. I told her, hey, I'm going to take a vacation to Europe. If you want to meet up, I'll be at the airport at this time. We can see what happens. If you don't, we'll still chat in the game. She met up with me, obviously, otherwise she wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Showed me around Paris. We had a great time.
No, it turns out I completely blew him off, and then eventually I just met him in Paris. I was like, oh, he's that guy. Oh, no. Nah.
So that happened. And then we ended up rolling over. Where's my mindset? So eventually she moved to America. We got married. We bought a couch. And then we had...
We bought it, not the apartment,
couch is important.
just the couch.
The couch is important for this
We
story.
were outside the entire time.
We were poor people. We had the money for one couch. We had the money for a coffee table. And we had the money for... both had our computer setups. And this little itty bitty TV. And that's all we had in the entire apartment. And we
That's
lived
all
off
we
like
needed.
ramen noodles and things like that.
Yep.
Okay, and that's what we lived off of. And take out
Cheetos,
pizza.
because I've absolutely wanted to taste those Cheetos.
She had this period when she first came to America where she would find something she enjoyed and live off it.
Because, yes.
Remember the Baconator?
Yes, from Wendy's. and then eventually you told me, you do realize this is going to give you a heart attack, right? I'm like, oh.
She ate a Baconator almost every night for like 3 months.
In my defense, America, all right?
She was getting into the right vibe, guys.
Yes, I mean, listen.
I was in the military. We were both young. I would get out of work for the day, swing by Wendy's, get her a Baconator. I'm pretty sure I got like the crispy chicken or like the normal sandwich, but get her a Baconator almost. It was at least 3 to 4 times a week.
It was the life. life.
It was pretty much Baconator, ramen noodles. Baconator, ramen noodles.
Yes.
It was kind of like the rotation.
Absolutely. And being from England and playing with, most of the player base anyway was American.
Yeah.
And listening, just hearing those people just talking about the snacks that they were eating. And I'm like, what is that? I'm so intrigued. What are Cheetos? I'm so intrigued. And so,
Every one of the American snacks she wanted, we were getting. So she was living off Cheetos and Baconators, and she put on a couple pounds. That's what made her stop.
I was like, oh, I regret this.
Oh, that's why you don't eat a Baconator every night.
Exactly, yeah.
It was funny because the weight didn't even bother her. It was when I said, eating bacon like every other day at the amounts that's on a Baconator is gonna like lead to a heart attack, and she's like, oh.
Yeah,
She's like, get fat, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Have a heart attack, that's bad.
Oh yeah, that's really bad, yeah. Heart attack kind of just resonated with me, Yeah, so.
So we were sitting on the couch. The couch is important to the story.
Yes, absolutely.
We had that, and then we had a bed, which
couch,
had no box spring and no frame. It was just the mattress thrown in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And our entire lives consisted of leading our link shell in Final Fantasy XI.
Link shell of
I had no money.
3 years, I believe.
Yeah, we had no money at all.
Yeah.
So we didn't spend money on movies or anything like that.
No.
And come home with Baconators.
If we were going to the movies, it was like once a month, and it was like a special occasion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And we would come back and we played Final Fantasy XI. That's all we did on the couch, side by side. We didn't watch TV. We didn't do anything. Every single night.
Vent every single night.
Vent every single night with our buddies. And that was like our life for the first year. And then this is why the couch is important.
Oh.
Eventually, we were just too close to each other. I forget the reasoning. Oh, I was sitting on the floor because didn't I stain the carpet with my jeans?
I think so.
Yeah. She would sit she would sit on the couch and play.
Yeah.
And I would sit on the floor in my jeans, and like the carpet was white, and eventually it had this like blue tint stain from my jeans.
Sure.
I have no idea why that happened.
Or I think we kind of just had like a payday or something, and we're like, you know what? It's missing another couch here, and that way we just have more space, more room to breathe.
Right? She's like, why don't we get like the chair or the
Yes, I was
love
like,
seat?
hey,
And I'm like, no, let's just get another couch. We'll get another one of the same couch.
Genius. Yes.
The living room was pretty big in this place. So we just put them side by side.
Yep.
So we each had our own couch, and right in front of us was the computers.
Yeah. So now we had the 2 couches. And then the Cheetos here, the Baconator here, Ben's chicken sandwich right there. It was perfect. We never had to move anywhere.
We never had to go anywhere.
It was perfect. So we led that link shell with.
We led the link shell. We had literally an event every single night for 6 days straight.
Yep.
You, me, and our other buddy.
4 people.
Well, who was the 4th? I remember Devin.
Someone.
Someone?
We don't care.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we don't care about him.
And those 4 people, we were in charge of like 45 people, I think, in the link shell.
Yeah.
Because it trust me, in 11 it took a lot of people to get shit done, essentially.
Yeah.
So we had to make sure everyone was on time, yell at people if they weren't on time, with the good old DKP system. So if someone wasn't showing up, they weren't getting their points. All of that for like 3 years. Yeah.
The funniest moment that came out of that, we had a lot of adventures in Final Fantasy XI.
Oh, yes.
We can tell endless stories about that.
One of them stands out, though.
Huh?
One of them stands out, though.
Which one for you?
I remember us trying to lead salvage, which was the hardest content in the game.
It really was, because you had to rely on people who knew what they were doing. You couldn't carry anyone.
Yes,
everyone had to know what they were doing to play that
It was the
content.
very first time that I've heard you so like yelling at the top of your lungs because one of our officer in the link shell didn't show up because he had something going on in real life.
Yeah.
Because he didn't want to show up because he had his gear already. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the argument. He had his gear already, so he decided he didn't need to show up anymore because he had something to do in real life now.
Yes.
And I was like, what?
And Ben flipped out.
We'd worked with him for like months because that
so
was a
much,
game where he didn't get a drop in.
He was like, so you're telling me you're about to dick over like 8 other people because you don't deem this like worthy of your time?
Yeah.
Just for like a couple, like, because he had a pop item, I think, also. one of those was a pop
Yeah,
item.
that was the big issue. He had a pop
And
item.
you can't, and when you got pop items to pop enemies, bosses in the game, you couldn't trade it to other people. So you had to be there in person and trade the item to that specific location so you could pop the enemy and fight him.
Yep.
And we had like 45 people waiting on him. Yeah, that was one of that was a bad night for him.
One I remember was I got my eye surgery because I used to wear eyeglasses because I got burned pretty badly while in the military. So I had eyeglasses. They gave me free eye surgery, and they're like, "Great, don't look at screens for like 5 or 6 days. This is when LASIK was a new thing." And that night, I'm like, "All right, we're going to Sky." And she's like, "Stop looking." I'm like, I'm the red blob.
It's cool. Yeah. I'll just use stun.
I'll just use stun. Just tell me when to use it.
I was like, all right, Ben, I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm leading the black mages. That's cool, man. I guess I can tell you too. That's cool.
So, yeah, that was fun. I remember, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our first year and the adventures we had. We can tell more about those adventures like another time. I don't want to... We got to stretch out the couple
We have
stories.
plenty of other stories to share,
exactly.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But,
yeah,
I guess this is the first episode of our unnamed Final Fantasy podcast, talking about what we're doing, what's going on. We don't want this to be like 3 hours long. Maybe it eventually will be, but we're trying to find our footing, figure out what we're doing here. Let us know if you enjoyed this, if you thought it was fun. And if not, well, I'm sorry.
We'll change the format. Or you'll just never see it again.
Exactly. But we enjoyed the game. We want to keep talking about it. And we want to talk about the franchise as a whole. Maybe next time. I forgot to talk about it today, but I got Katy Perry in the app game, and I got Sighard, so I'm cool again.
We don't talk about that.
Sighard or Katy Perry?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry's really good. I got to craft her gear. She got a red dress and a hoodie.
A hoodie.
Yeah, she's a
That
pop
makes
star.
no sense.
It does. She's Katy Perry.
The dress makes sense, but the hoodie makes no sense.
Anyway, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. You can find Natalie on her Twitch channel at Zodiacal Candy. You can find me right here on this Twitch channel and on Comic Storian. And you can find both of us on Eligible Monster, the YouTube channel, and right here. We will be playing Final Fantasy XIV on the stream, not Thursday because of Aquaman.
Probably Friday.
Friday and Saturday with Warframe as well. We're going to figure all that out. Being Christmas, we're not sure.
Yes.
But we will be streaming more and more Final Fantasy XIV, so we will be back very soon with that. So thank you guys so much for your time. We're now going to transition over to a Q&A while Natalie gets ready to do her thing. And then we're going to raid her stream because she's going to be doing Fallout. So thank you guys and see you there.